Hey, everybody. Listen, welcome in the building. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. And for all you out there, hit that like button. All right, listen, guys, it's tea time. So happy Sunday. And this tea time is dedicated to Will Smith and Chris Rock because I'm going to call this Friendship Sunday, okay? And not no listen, guys. Listen, I made my tea, okay, myself. I know a lot of you guys are like, Diva, let it go. Let it go. One subscriber told me, and I thought it was the funniest thing. She was like, Diva, you are twisting yourself up like a pretzel to defend Will Smith. And I thought it was hilarious. But listen, guys, I promise you, I'm not trying to twist myself like up into a pretzel to defend Will Smith. I just believe in forgiveness. And I know that forgiveness has to happen in, the offended party's time, okay, if ever. But Will Smith is 10 toes down that him and Chris Rock will be friends again. And I also had to remind myself and kind of find it the apology that Will Smith gave Chris Rock, because people keep swearing up and down that Will Smith never apologized to Chris Rock, but he did. And I just need y'all to acknowledge that an apology did happen. Can y'all please do that? Now, I know y'all want me to leave this subject alone, and I'm going to try my very best. After this video, I'm going to be done. I'm trying. I promise you I will. I'm going to be done with the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. But really, forget about them for a moment. I just want y'all to know the art of apology and forgiveness. That's all I really want y'all to kind of seek into your soul. Now, let's get into this article right here. Hold on one second, guys. All right, this is from Insider Magazine. And just so y'all know that I'm not just digging under rocks here, you see this? This was on April 27, 2023. This was written. All right, so it's not just me who's concerned about Chris and Will. There's some others out there too. Thanks, Lauren Edmonds. I appreciate you. Okay, so it said Will Smith promised fans he and Chris Rock would be friends again after the Oscars slap. A psychologist quotient against making seasonal people a lifetime commitment. Okay, but I'm gonna say don't be so fast to just cut them off either. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, so let's get into this article here. It was a slap seen around the world. 3 hours into the 2022 Oscars. See, you know what? I think that's a problem too with the Oscars. Why is it like 22 hours long? You're going to get frustrated. It's too long. And if they needed to be this long, cut it into 3 different days. Have them come back one day, dress up again, coming back the next. I don't know, but when you got a show that's that long, it's just too much. Okay, so 3 hours into the 2022 Oscars, Chris Rock was presenting an award for the best documentary featured when Will Smith strolled on stage and slapped him over comments about Jada Pinkett Smith on national television. The incident preceded a wave of criticism, prompting Smith to apologize several times. Did y'all see that? He apologized several times. And you know, if you hang on, he said, I promise we'll be able to be friends again. Okay. Smith told fans in a July 2022 YouTube video. So, all of y'all out there, just hang on. Forget about Chris Rock's special Selective Outrage, showing that a whole year later he's still pissed off. Forget about that. Hold tight. They will be friends again. And I'm feeling that way too. Y'all want to make a little bet on it, a little friendly bet that they will be friends again? I think so. I think they're going to probably do a movie together or something like that. But I'm with Will Smith. They will be friends again. So let's carry on. For his part, Rock remained relatively mum on the matter until he aired out his grievances in a no-holds-barred Netflix comedy special, Selective Outrage. Now, y'all know my feelings about selective outrage. I'm not even going to go back there again, okay? Got a video. Go look at it if you want to know my feelings, okay? I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life, Rod said. And now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped. The pair previously had an amicable relationship, having worked together on a 1995 episode on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay, and Spike Lee's mockumentary Terrence Rises, okay, in 1999. Rock later worked with Pickett Smith on the Madagascar franchise, okay. So this was all in the family. They all worked together, okay. Friendships are complicated. And the dissolution of one is not always a blame game. So all of you out there that just want to blame Will, hold on. It's not always a blame game, according to a psychologist. So this ain't diva. There's an expert saying it's not always a blame game. So calm down. Dr. Frederick Smith, who has been working mental health field for 15 years, spoke to Insider about what can cause friendship breakups, how to navigate them, and knowing when to cut your losses. Smith said there are several reasons why a friendship may falter, but sometimes we have to acknowledge our role in the rift. And Will Smith did. Smith explained that everything from moving cities to opposing views could strain a friendship. Smith and Rock's case involved both parties feeling disrespected by the other on the night of the slap. When this happens, Smith said, it is important to determine where the anger came from. Okay, determine where the anger came from. And Will Smith, despite y'all saying that he was just angry that Jada had an entanglement, that's not the case. Was the anger you felt toward the person related to them or something they did, Smith said? Or is it something else that was going on and you took your anger out on that person? Okay, so, we'll drop in some knowledge there, okay, about he's being insightful. So this is what he wrote. This is his apology. This was one of his apologies, yours, one of them. He had many. Said violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. He acknowledges that. Jokes at my expense are part of the job. But a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. Got emotional. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. Publicly apologize. I was out of line and I was wrong. He admits that. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative the man that I want to be. There's no place for violence in the world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I mean, come on, he apologized to everybody. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. Okay? So he apologized to Chris Rock and his family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise generous journey for all of us. I'm a work in progress. Well, where we all are. Okay, let's continue here. Sometimes people can misplace their anger. A lot of times we won't face the major stressor and we'll take it out on the person that deserves it the least. That can be a spouse, a significant other, a family member, or even a friend, Smith said. But that doesn't mean a friendship is unsalvageable after a disagreement, okay? No, it doesn't mean that we got to just call this thing quits, people. After argument, friends will need to decide whether the relationship is worth repairing. Smith said both parties must be willing to repair the friendship for it to thrive again. That can involve coming together to discuss the problem or getting a third-party help from a licensed professional. Let's get a professional involved between Chris Rock and Will Smith. Can we get that first, people, before y'all just say this is a done deal? A therapist will help them reestablish that friendship by helping them look into where it started. My philosophy is we cannot focus on the present without looking into the past, he said. On the other hand, Smith acknowledged that friendships can run its course. Don't mean theirs did. He said it can. Okay, this is difficult for some people to accept, but some friendships will end. That's natural, he said. You will not be able to maintain friendships without everybody that comes into your life. Okay. He added, a lot of times we run into these problems because we're trying to make seasonal people a lifetime commitment. Smith said learning to apologize and forgive properly is so important in friendships. According to Smith, sincerely telling someone I'm sorry initiates the process of forgiveness, meaning the other person has the opportunity to let go of hurt feelings. If all else fails, it's okay to grieve a broken friendship, Smith told Insider. We don't just grieve when we lose a loved one to death. We also grieve the loss of relationships, even if the person is still living, he said. He added, sometimes friendships aren't meant to last forever, and that's okay. Okay? So listen here, people. All I can say is that at the end of the day, I do feel and I believe that these two can make this thing work again. And when I was talking about the Smith at the end, it wasn't Will Smith, it was this Dr. Frederick Smith. Okay. Dr. Frederick Smith was giving us insight on relationships. Okay. Will Smith just said, me and Chris, we will be friends again. Hold tight. Okay. So thank you, Dr. Smith, for your insight on friendships. Thank you, Lauren. That lets me know I'm not the only one out here concerned about the state of Will Smith and Chris Rock's relationship or friendship. Do you know what I mean? So let me stop sharing. And listen, guys, chat with me. Let me know your thoughts. I promise you, I'm going to try my very best to leave this subject alone from this moment on. But all I'm saying to you is, guys, Will Smith and Chris Rock is an example. I'm just saying to you, have a heart. Show some forgiveness in that heart. And allow people to be imperfect, in this imperfect world. And forgive them. Forgive others as you want them to forgive you. So thanks, guys, for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. And I'll see you on the next video.